Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Schedule Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a 3v3 game with Fizz, and this comes right after the game with Tryndamere. So Tryndamere was playing with Fizz and Volibear, and in this case we have Fizz and Volibear once again. Fizz is going top here, and they are not going to go into the level 1 fight, which is kind of traditional. I guess it's kind of stupid too to keep doing it, but it is, well, kind of a fun way to spend the early game. But yeah, this is really not smart. Well, really, truly not smart. You're going to run into a situation where you know 3 enemies are going to be, and then you're going to die for it. By the way, I did not know that yet, but yeah, I kind of guessed that this would happen because this always happens. If a team doesn't go for the level 1 fight, one guy will go for it anyway and will get killed, and that's exactly why people keep doing it. It's the same as waiting in the bushes on the 5v5 side lanes. People keep face checking the bushes before the minions spawn, and people keep dying because of that. Anyhow, yeah, it seems that Volibear is in time to get the minion, to see the first minions. Yeah. Anyway, with these, yeah, Twitter. Anyway, with these long lanes, both top and bottom lane. Bottom lane, I think, is longer than top lane, but I'm not actually sure. It seems longer anyway. Yeah, with these long lanes it is really hard to stay alive if you're a squishy champion. So most of the choices here are pretty tanky characters. Taric being a good example of that. I guess Fizz is viable because he has this flash-like ability with his jump, the playful trickster. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you can jump around a little bit. You can jump over walls too, which makes it easier to stay alive in fights. So anyway, it's 0-2 now. Another kill for the enemy, but we are going to follow this this Fizz around, who is going to get an easy kill here on Taric. So, and straightforward, just running into Taric and yeah, the ignite finishing him off. And yeah, that's the 3rd kill on the enemy team. And I think Lee Sin is the one that's getting all of these kills. Yep. So already 3 kills and 3 assists on the enemy team, and 1 kill, 0 assist on the blue team. So this should be interesting, to say the least. Fizz running in like a real boss, and yeah, not really the smartest way to go. And did he really just teleport? Really, you have teleport on 3v3, where if you run to the lane it takes you like 20 seconds. So teleports takes, I don't know, something like 8 seconds? No, 4 seconds. Yeah, so you're going to save like 15 seconds because of that, on average, of course, because I don't know what's happened here. Yeah, you're going to save like 15 seconds, and because of that you're not going to get like ignite or flash. I don't know. Or even exhaust. Exhaust is excellent here because the lane is already very long. You have a great amount of time to get an exhaust to, well, to do extra damage and to make sure that you can get the kill, because people aren't going to be able to hide behind their turret because their turret is so far away. Anyhow, Volibear getting killed once again. I think he died before, he died first blood, never mind. So yeah, and Fizz is really the only one that, yeah, only made the one mistake, but hasn't died yet. He made the mistake of running into 2 enemies here, just as he came from top. So top lane is going to get pushed by Cyan now, which is excellent, because with 3 enemies bottom, you need to push the top lane. You need to push the top lane anyway, because that's what this map is about. This map is about just pushing the lanes and then going jungling or ganking or whatever you want, but not staying in lane like, well, they are doing here. And I really wish this map would be played by high level players, because that would be awesome to see. And yeah, Fizz using the flash skill there, well, the playful trickster skill, to engage in a fight, and you need to, or you should never ever do that on this map. This map is not 5v5, it's not Summoner's Rift. There is a big difference. You need to be able to escape from situations, because you're going to get killed really easily in a 1v3 fight. And yeah, no, well, hopefully... Oh, this guy is just waiting for the next wave of minions, apparently. Although that is not a really good idea, because his team is in trouble, and he is going to be in trouble later on. They did spot him, I think, but I'm not sure. They're not going for him anyway, but yeah. Fizz once again going into, yeah, this is how you go into a fight, with the Q, and an excellent kill there. At least they get the Lee Sin and get the killing spree gold. And yeah, you need to go into the fight with the Q, which only moves towards enemies, and use your this one, the trickster, to playful trickster, I guess, to get out of the situation, because that's your escape tool. But he's doing a good job. They're not warding mid here, so that is kind of risky. It is not super risky, but yeah, it is still not a good idea to not ward mid. You want to keep an eye on that, and we now see the shark coming up. So the ultimate. And the ultimate has quite a long range. I didn't realize that if you were further away you would get bigger skill shot, because yeah, I was playing him before, and no, sorry about that. I was hitting all of the wrong keys. And yeah, I played him before because he was free, just to test him out a little bit. I hadn't played him ever, because I forgot to play him when he was free the first time. And yeah, I didn't realize his ultimate actually had a good range. So I was like, ah, come on, this stupid short range cooldown, but you need to drag out, so drag your mouse to somewhere else, because if you just click on a close range target, that doesn't help. Then you're going to get a short range ultimate, and what you want normally is a long range skill shot. So getting the ultimate off, and therefore getting a kill before the Volibear dies. I don't think that, I think Riven, yeah, Riven could have killed the Volibear anyway. Riven going for a BF sword right off the bat, and Terry going for blasting one. Those are not valid choices on this map. Not at all. Lee Sin doing a much better job with some defensive items and a little bit of offense. But yeah, Tarek really doesn't have his shatter yet. Or he does have his shatter, he just used it. But yeah, you want to be as tanky as possible at all times, while still getting a little bit of damage, and that's why some champions are just way better than others. And Lee Sin is an example of that. Also, Irelia is an example of that. You have several champions that can be really tanky. Riven is also a good example of that. You have several champions that can be really tanky without giving up a lot of damage. And yeah, Riven should also not be going BF sword first. She should be going like 3 Dorn's Blades. Because 3 Dorn's Blades give you 300 health, HP, and yeah, also give you like 9% lifesteal, which is a big deal. So yeah, there we go with the ultimate engaging on apparently the Lee Sin. It didn't really matter who they chose. You just go for the one that has the ultimate on him, because you don't need to select anyone. It's always a 1v3 fight. And getting another kill on the Taric here. Yeah, that's what you need to realize. This map is all about 1v3 fights, and if you with if the 3 of you focus one enemy champion, he's going to die. But if the enemy team does the same to you, then one of your champions might also die. So you need to have enough survivability to survive the 1v3 while having enough damage with the 3 of you to kill one champion. And that's also why you don't need a whole lot of damage. You need damage with the 3 of them. You need to kill one champion. You don't need to get a triple kill every time you go in. So this what's his name? Lee Sin doing a good job of attempting to kill the Scion, but not actually managing to do so. Taric is in this bush and is going to stun whoever comes near. Well, they were waiting for Scion to come in, but Scion did not come in and is going to teleport out at a really risky spot. They could have easily tagged him with a Q, and that would be either a stun or, well, the jump from Lee Sin. Both of the skills would have killed Scion, sorry. And that was not such a good idea, but yeah, the enemy didn't go for it, and 2 of the enemies coming in for this now. Wow, a lot of damage on this Fizz now. Fizz the fish. And Volibear might actually die here as well, because he doesn't have enough damage on his own to finish any of them off. And is he going to escape? Yes, he is. Wow, I'm impressed. The innate ability really, really powerful. But that was still way too risky. You should not do that. You should not run in 1 versus 2. And if you want to have the red, if you want to steal the red, you should just steal the red. So you shouldn't run in and try to engage 1 versus 2. Especially on this map where the turrets are so far away. And yeah, it's never a good idea, obviously, because in a 1v2 fight you're most of the time going to lose. So getting a stun off on Riven, who was already far enough away to not get engaged upon. And yeah, Fizz getting focused, and then Lee Sin running in to 3 enemies, and unfortunately they don't get a stun off. There goes the stun finally. And they are going to get the kill now. Come on. What? Really? Oh, that was so close. If Lee Sin was a little bit closer to him, that would have been a kill. But unfortunately, not now. So Taric pushing top lane here. And Fizz now 7 and 3, by the way, which is an excellent score, considering they only have 9 kills on the well, on the whole team. And yeah, I should have let Volibear run in first, obviously. And Taric is dead anyway. Come on, Volibear, go, kill him. Yeah, there we go, Volibear going in for the kill. Oh, come on, there we go. But yeah, it took way too long. So Volibear is going to die for that. But, well, what can you do? It was an assisted kill for an unassisted kill, so it's definitely not a good trade. Plus, I don't know if Tarek killed someone since his last death, because he's 2-6. So he might not even have gotten the 300 gold there, where he gave away 500 golds. So, still not sure what the assist gold is. I should look that up. But everyone keeps saying it's 70% of the kill gold, but I've never seen an assist with 210 gold on a normal kill. So, a 300 gold kill. But anyway, might have just not noticed, because I normally don't really notice that. So it seems that Lee Sin is the only one here, and yeah, the rest is hiding a little bit further back. Oh, the Tarek is top lane, so they can definitely engage here. And that's exactly what this Fizz is doing. Unfortunately, does get, I think, kicked out by the Lee Sin. Unless he jumped out. No, he jumped in, so he cannot have jumped out. Yeah, it's a 15-second cooldown, so since he jumped in, he cannot have jumped out, so he must have gotten kicked by the Lee Sin. And yeah, that was definitely a situation in which they could have engaged. And I think he's here in the bush indeed. And Tarek or Cyan should get a stun off, and they get an easy kill. So are they now going to pick up the red buff? Because this time, yeah, it should be doable. It's kind of surprising that red buff doesn't transfer between champions more often on the 3v3 map, because everyone gets killed all the time. So I would say it should, well, it should bounce around a little bit more. So now the enemy team should be able to kill the Fizz, and then one of the enemy champions gets it. But so 2 kills, because, well, it's a 3v1 and then another 3v1, and those are just very easy to get. And Fizz going top lane now, or going dragon now. Finally we see dragon. Last game was completely without dragons, and this one should be relatively easy, although Fizz should not be the one running in first. But he did use his invulnerability, which makes sure that the dragon focuses the Volibear instead of Fizz, because he cannot focus Fizz anymore. And since dragon never changes targets, Baron changes targets to the nearest one, yeah, every hit, so you can divide the damage amongst the teammates. But dragon always focuses one champion until they either die or get out of range, and in this case become untargetable. So nice use of the untargetability. 2 champions top, I think. Yep. So Riven is all alone, and Riven should die here. And Volibear is all alone. So yeah, they pick up this turret, and are they going to stay together now? Yeah, no. This the Volibear is going to be here, and this is going to be a 2-on-2 fight. Who are they going to focus? It's going to be an easy kill here. A very easy kill, in fact, on the Lee Sin. And I really haven't seen the Shadow Aura ever. I mean, it says Shadow Aura, but I don't see it around him, so... Oh yeah, he was typing, so yeah, you should always take that into consideration when you're ganking a champion. Yeah, whatever. You're just getting kills. Yeah, but every kill is worth 300. So if you get killed like 10 times, then sure, it's no longer useful to get kills. But with these kind of scores, if you're still getting 300 gold per kill, no! Unfortunately, did not have his untargetability there. And yeah, laning wise, I guess, hang on, that's like 90, 120, so they're about equal. I think the enemy team is like 10 minions ahead, but they're 3 kills behind, so I would say the blue team is still in the lead, especially since they got Dragon. And well, the enemy team got 2 tower kills now, so something to be said for that, obviously. And yeah, no Dragon timer was put in the chat, it seems. So yeah, if they get to next dragon, all will be equal again. Well, they will be ahead again. And are we going to see it? No. That's the wrong jump once again. And yeah, Riven is going to get out of this without any real problems. Oh, the ultimate. Yes, there we go. But the ultimate should of course have gone on Riven. And Riven is going to get picked up here quite easily. And we have a little bit of a lag here. Yeah, I have no idea what that was. I think that was in the replay actually. Because that was definitely not my computer. Here, what just happened? Yeah, so indeed, huge lag there. And Volibear might actually get out of this. Wow. That's some nice movement speed, even though he only has level 1 boots and this guy has level 2 boots. And a slow and a Q, which... Well, maybe he has ghost. Let me see. Let me see. No, doesn't have ghost. Wow. Heal clarity. Wow. So yeah, that was a huge lag and that was definitely not very good to have. And a nice ultimate. Wow. Doing a ton of damage. And indeed going with the 4 Doran's Ring, I just noticed that. But the 4 Doran's Ring build is really good. And no, should have stayed on top a little bit longer until his team was there and he might have lived. But it's okay, it's okay. He's still 12 and 7, so I guess he's still pretty much the only one positive, I'm guessing here. Yeah, 2 and 4, 3 and 4 on the enemy team. Riven is doing well. Riven has the most minion kills and has the biggest score. So I guess Riven is the one to watch out for. She has a Thornmail and an Infinity Edge. I don't know. I don't know why these guys think up their builds. I think they just think, well, I have some gold, let's buy a BF sword first, and then, yeah, what can we make from the BF sword? Let's not go for something that actually gives me sustainability. No, let's just go full on damage. Excellent. Anyhow, Fizz is going to come back in. Oh, he's going top to make sure that their turret stays alive. And yeah, they really just need to grow up, get the next dragon, which is already up, as you might have already seen. Yeah, turret coming in here. He might not be alone. I'm assuming he's not alone. And wow, nice ultimate. And doing a ton of damage with the ultimate there. And still has flash up, so should not be a problem to get out of this. Oh, Riven isn't going to chase even. Huh. Yeah, he should probably go back. And that's indeed what he does. So Dragon's still up. Riven might be soloing Dragon at this moment. Because if they have wards out, I mean, the blue team has no wards out, so they have no idea what's happening at Dragon, or no idea who's coming through the middle here. Or, well, where any of the enemies are at this point. But it might actually be a good idea to ward that up. I know wards cost some gold, but they don't cost a lot of gold. And you should really spend that gold. Getting kicked back again by the Lee Sin. That's like the third time already. Because he's the only really dangerous one on his team. With 350 AP. The ultimate now doing yeah, something like 670 damage. 680. That is a lot of damage. Especially since it's an AoE skill, and yeah, nobody has magic resist. So the ultimate pretty much means a kill. So it's like the stun from Scion, or the throwback from Volibear, making him a pretty decent addition to this team. And he is going to get killed here. Yeah, no heal going off from Volibear. Yeah, Volibear still had his heal, so he could have saved the Fizz there, at least for a few seconds, and he still would have gotten the same amount of heal himself. Anyhow, they're going to get another turret, and I should really go for Dragon here. Dragon is so important. But the turrets are equal now, and they are 1 dragon ahead and 5 kills ahead. And there are a few minions behind, I'm guessing. So let's see, 60, 60, 50, and then 60, 80, 30, no, 40. No, that's equal. So, if the enemy team actually farmed, so actually farmed the jungle as well as everything else, yeah, they might have been able to win this, but now there is no way. Turret is down, nice job. And they may... Oh, I wanted to say they may go for Dragon, because with the ultimate from this guy... Oh yeah, it's not up, but... you can see that from the top right here on the portrait. It has a bright green dot if it's up, and it has a dark green dot when it's not up. So I haven't seen this Scion use his shield to farm at all. I know he's going AD, but yeah, you would at least say that it has some utility. But yeah, you cannot blow up whole minion waves with it, so... But yeah, AD Scion, really not that impressive in this kind of a match where you want to blow up your enemy in one go. And that's what AP Scion is for. So, yeah, Lee Sin coming in here, going to pick up a few minions, but in the meantime, this enemy team is just going to kill their Nexus. And Riven is here. Riven should get ulted here. Oh, stun. Come on, stun into ultimate. No. No, no, no. Nothing happening. There we go. Feeding time, but is going to get killed right away. Oh, they were just suiciding for the turret. That was fine. They get the Nexus turret, and now the enemy completely lost, because with one inhibitor down, the other inhibitor tower down, and the Nexus turret down, there is no way you can leave your base. So the other wave, so the top lane, actually pushing up against this turret, which is only at 1,000 health. So someone should get that. So the enemy team going through the bottom lane, which means that one of them needs to defend bottom lane, and the others can just go through top lane, kill the second inhibitor, and get the nexus. But the enemy team not giving up, and yeah, there's really no way to come back from this unless you go for the dragons or went for the dragons already. I wonder if this turret is going to fall though, because yeah, it is of course kind of risky to send only one guy there to the turret that was already pretty low. Eaten by a shark, really nice. Getting a level 3 ultimate here, and still has a flash up, so Volibear should be able to catch up with Riven and kill him. There we go. Flash. Ooh, that was close. That was a little bit too greedy. Surrender vote failed. So yeah, the whole team is aced, so now it's just a matter of killing the Nexus. But that was a little bit too greedy right in the end there. Sion getting some extra damage on, I think. I don't know what he... yeah, no. Attack speed, that's what he gets. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. GG.